Valera versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
Watch your back.
So I finally got a different opponent. Just played against the same shaman 4 times in a row. Seems like a pretty easy turn. Since I had one 1-mana card this turn, and it's the best 1-mana card in the game, so play it on turn 1, right? I think against Priest I just play Bluegill here. If I still had the Buccaneer on the board, I would dagger up because it's the same amount of damage plus I get the dagger. But Priest can't have that convenient of a way to deal with the Bluegill. So he's probably Reno Priest since he's playing that garbage card.
Don't worry, love. The cavalry.
I will trade into it because it trades too well against my Bluegill and the patches. I guess another play that turn would have been Small Time Buccaneer, Hero Power, and then use Weapon plus Patches to kill it. Alright, let's just eviscerate this guy and keep going face.
At last, a worthy disciple.
As much as I would love to dagger up for the deckhand, I think I have to play Azure Drake here. I'm actually 5 damage off lethal, which doesn't sound close, but given the circumstances of the game, that's pretty ridiculous I'm that close to lethal. He might be dead here. So I dagger up, then I have 8, he's at 9, and then I have... yeah, this is lethal. Gonna get him with the classic Shadow Step Bluegill Warrior for 4 extra damage. Well, that was a game.
Valera versus Garrosh. Victory or death.
Watch your back.
I think I keep Finja with the coin, although maybe it's too slow against Pirate Warrior. Finja's so good though. I'm just gonna draw into 1-drops and stuff. See, easy game. Although now that I drew Edwin, I kind of want to coin for him instead of for the Finja. Well, hopefully he doesn't have a weapon here. If he does have a weapon here, I probably just have to hero power to kill this. Oh, he's playing dragons. Okay. That's annoying. Do I coin Edwin here? I think coin Edwin's the play. As much as I would love to coin Finja, Edwin deals with both of these, I think. It should be pretty hard for him to have a way to deal with Edwin cleanly here. I guess N'Zoth's first mate does it. I guess 1 damage hero powers do it. But he does still have to lose his Alex Draws' champion, which is not terrible. Horse Rider. I probably do want to kill this thing before it does too much damage to me. The horse ends up lining up pretty poorly against Finley, but I can hero power into the Finley next turn if I need to. And he can also hero power my my 2-1, but if he's doing that, I don't really care. Kinda sucks for me that he was able to hide the Finley behind a taunt. Wonder if I play Ravaging Ghoul here? I mean, I guess I do. It basically lets my 1-1 trade for his 1-1, and then Ravaging Ghoul deals 3 damage here, and then Finja can kill this guy. Ideally, that's how it plays out. Probably Berserker, though. Frothing is actually not too big of an issue. As long as I get a bluegill off of my Finja, I can kill it pretty easily. I think the ideal is I get 1 bluegill, 1 Murloc War Leader. Man, another taunt. Do I have to Leroy into his 3/6? That sure wouldn't feel good. Let's see what I pull. One of each. So I can backstab and trade bluegill into the 3/6 taunt, but then I have no way to deal with the Frothing Berserker. I think I have to play Leroy here. Okay, so I needed to use Leroy so I could bust through the taunt so I could actually get to the Frothing. And then I used the Shadow Step to kill one of the 1/1s to make it harder for him to deal with my board. But with Weapon, I guess he just kind of does it anyway. I guess with the Fire Blast, it wasn't too much of an issue for him to deal with the Finja, which is what I was really hoping to protect. But it would have at least gotten this Whelp off the board. And it seemed like it was going to be hard for me to use my Shadow Steps effectively past that point. Not sure if there's really much reason for me to trade here. I guess trading into the Pirate plays around Bloodsail Cultist. I need to get damage on him though. I think in the long game, the Dragon Warrior beats this deck. And they don't even all play Bloodsail Cultist. So I do have to do some amount of clearing here, because he's showing 13 damage. I think I'm going to replay my Azure Drake this turn. Hopefully I can draw into something good. He's currently 1 damage off lethal. I can Cold Blood Eviscerate to kill the 9/9, but I lose my Murloc. I'm left with just a 4/4. I feel like I just have to go for damage here. There are a lot of things I'm dead to. Kor'kron Elite, Blackwing Corruptor, Alex draws his champion. But for 2 of those he needs Dragon Activators. And I feel like if I traded, then if he had the active Corruptor, he'd be able to kill my Azure Drake for free basically, and I feel like I would just lose anyway.
I have big plans.
This guy is actually playing Hungry Dragon in his deck, like on purpose. That's weird. So he didn't have the damage here. I think I win. The best he can do is trade his 9/9 into my 7/3. That leaves me with 11 showing. And then Eviscerate's lethal? No, he pings off the 1/1, so I'm 1 off, even if I can activate my Eviscerate. Alright, so this is still a game. He killed the Azure Drake, so I won the game. Why did he kill the Azure Drake? There's no way that was right.
This guy's careful.
I get that spell damage is scary, but the minion he left on the board just had 3 more power. That had to have been a misplay. I know there's a pro named Dart, but like that had to be the wrong play, right? And this Dart has like a weird thing on his D, so maybe it's not him. But I mean, pretty respectable legend rank. Maybe I just missed something with killing the Azure Drake.
Valira versus Throw. For Doomhammer.
Watch your back.
Small-time Buccaneer is an obvious keep. With the coin, I probably keep SI7 Agent. Didn't really want to see a weapon there. So if I coin the SI7 agent, he actually doesn't have an onboard way to deal with it. I can also just dagger here, which is pretty good, and then that lets me keep the coin for a turn 4 War Leader plus Bluegill. But I feel like the SI7 agent is just so much better for the board this turn. If I play War Leader next turn and it sticks to the board, I can actually burst for 12 damage on the following turn with Bluegill Shadow Step Eviscerate, which is pretty silly.
Hey, lights out.
I think I am just going to play it here. There's a pretty good chance it sticks, although I don't think I'm going to be going all in for the 12 damage here. Wow, this guy has faith. Play the Spirit Claws first. Oh, I just have the Lightning Bolt. Okay, fair enough. I think I'm just gonna play this guy here.
Lights out.
Kill off the heal totem, send some damage to face. Pretty good response from the opponent. Leroy, huh? Leroy does a lot of damage.
Here we go.
So, theoretically, assume he never heals or taunts. This is 12, 16, 18 damage. Wow, he's taking the 4. I mean, I guess he had to, but it's pretty good for me. I think I'm just gonna play some dudes. And I'm gonna hit him down to 12 here. Sometimes I just lethal him next turn with Leroy Eviscerate if any of my minions stick. And even if I can't do that, it sets up for a Leroy Shadow Step in a couple turns. Oh, he's Aggro Shaman. That's surprising. That's really good for me. That means he's not playing Thing from Below. He can still have Feral Spirits. Taunt Totems are also out of the question now. Unfortunately, this does heal him for 1. But he took the 2 damage from the Bluegill, so he's dead.
Valera versus Valera.
Watch your back. I always do.
Even if he's not aggro, he's going to be playing Small-Time Buccaneer, so I think I'll keep an SI7 agent on the coin.
Who goes there?
Cold Blood is actually a really nice pickup. Having 3 Cold Bloods is a lot of damage you can't necessarily play around, if it ever comes to that point. Pretty easy coin SI. I don't know, I guess there was a case for eviscerating there, playing the Murloc next turn and then coining Azure Drake, but coin SI just seemed so good here. Well, the Murloc isn't great here, but I have to play something, so I guess it's the Murloc. Wow, he's just straight up trading. That's what I like to see. Okay, pirates.
Protects me.
Does Shaku really make sense in that deck? Seems like kind of a slow card. But hey, I like Shaku a lot, so I'm not gonna fault the man for playing it. Tomb Pillager seems like the natural play here. I could also... By dagger, I can't even eviscerate this thing, so I guess Tomb Pillager's the play. Maybe I could have traded SI7 Agent into the Squire, Shadow Stepped it, killed the Squire, and then eviscerated it, but that just seems bad. Whoa, okay. Well, luckily I have the South Sea deckhand. Are you kidding me? That 4/4 was so lucky there. It's such a big deal. I was just gonna trade off the Tomb Pillager and South Sea deckhand into the 9/1. Maybe I just take the 9. That's both Cold Bloods. He's like out of cards. Maybe he just won't draw Leroy this game. Maybe I can actually get away with playing, or with using the dagger into the 9/1. This is such a risky play. But sometimes he just doesn't draw the damage.
The light protects me.
The Brotherhood shall prevail.
Okay, so I have Bluegill Cold Blood to deal with Edwin. I have a lot of damage, actually. I have 12. I think I have to kill the Edwin, though, right? I mean, I obviously have to, because I'll die if I don't. I actually have 14 here because of Shadow Step on the Bluegill.
Here we go.
Leroy is the only card I'm afraid of right now, I think. I guess Azure Drake into Eviscerate does it. I have 9 damage, I need 3. Argent Squire is not 3. Bluegill Warrior is 3 damage because I have Shadow Step. Alright, that game was scary.
Incredible.
I didn't get my threat off.